friends, it's Jackeline here. In today's video, I'm bringing you my review, demo, swatches, and this makeup look using the new products from Genevieve brand Vieve. But before we get started, and if you're new here, I hope that you will consider and subscribe to my channel, ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you want to see how I achieved this look and all the details about this new influencer brand, then just keep on watching. So we have another influencer's brand by Genevieve, and the brand is called Vieve. It launched, I think it was end of November. I was very eager to get my hands on it, but for some reason I missed the launch time. I don't remember what happened, but anyhow, when I went to her website, things were already sold out. So I'm like, oh no. And then I realized that the products were available at Cool Beauty, but also Cool Beauty, the eyeshadow palette wasn't available. The highlighter that I wanted wasn't available. And I was like, okay, I'm left out with just lipstick. So I decided to just wait a little bit more. And all of a sudden, Cool Beauty restocked, and I'm like, oh, this is perfect. So I went ahead and placed my order. It took a little bit, I would say almost 10 days to arrive here to United States. But they arrived everything safe and sound. I think it was free shipping if I'm not mistaken. So I'm really happy to, you know, like be placing my orders with Cool Beauty. The only thing is that they don't ship really fast, but anyhow, it's okay. I hope that this video serves you of some help and whatnot. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm super happy for all of you. Thank you so much for making time out of your day and making me company. And we're here in the middle of Vlogmas. I'm super excited, and just to let you know, mostly if you're new to my channel, I do film in natural light. So I have two big screen doors in front of me. So hopefully this serves you of some help so you can see how the products they look like, again, in natural light, like hopefully like if you will see it, you know, in person. Okay, my friends, so I got three products. I got the highlighter that is called the Nova Glow highlighter, and I got it in the lightest shade Bijou. Now price wise, because it cost me in pounds, if I convert it right now to dollars, US dollars, it will be around the $35 mark. And there are three highlighters total. There's only one eyeshadow palette that is called the Essentials palette, and this is the packaging right here. Again, if I convert it to US dollars, it will be perhaps around $48, something along those lines. And then I went ahead and purchased one of the lipsticks. If I'm not mistaken, there are 5 lipsticks and 5 lip liners. I decided to skip on the lip liners and just get one of the lipsticks. And if I convert it, once again, it will be around, I will say, the 27 US dollar mark, something like that. And I got it in the shade Coming Out. So here we go. These are it. These are all the pieces. Okay, friends, let me get you closer and let's start with the application of these products, swatches, and whatnot. Now, all of these products, they are made in Italy, and they are vegan, cruelty-free, fragrance-free, paraben-free, and gluten-free. So that's excellent. The eyeshadow palette has a shelf life of 12 months, and it's supposed to be a modern take on a neutral eyeshadow. And if you watch Jamie, she's a queen for everything that has to do with the smoky glam looks, but her style is more on the grungy side, and that's what I feel like this palette is. So just to start, the Unicorn is basically a sleeve, all matte, black. It's not the matte as, for example, the NARS packaging. No, it's different. It's just a very simple matte kind of packaging with a gold trimming. And then, like I said, this is a sleeve. As you take it out, you will see this one is kind of like a leather-like cover for the eyeshadow palette. And then right here is the name of the brand, Vieve, which is taken from her last name right here. And then when you open it up, you will find the shades. Now that eyeshadow palette is also magnetized. It comes with a very nice size mirror, and it comes with 10 different shades. As you can tell, very grungy, neutral, you know, like... Oh no. Do you saw that? Okay, we can always glue it. That's okay. At thing that I noticed right here, I don't think it's a fault of Cool Beauty, and I think it's just manufacturer situation and quality control. For example, my palette came already with a dent, and Cool Beauty's box was intact, and everything inside, everything that I ordered was intact. So I think that's something to note right there. Okay friends, let's just give it a quick swatch right here. And for the swatches, I'm gonna go top row first. So Shy, which is a matte shade. Carrot, which is a metallic base with some kind of like micro glitters in it. Next shade is Bath, and it's a matte shade, very creamy. V, which is a metallic shade. Lava Rock, which is a matte brown. Chow, which is a mustard, like deep mustard matte shade. Cozy, which is a matte shade. Nice beautiful terracotta undertone. And then we have Delicious, which is a matte brown shade. Now the difference between these two mattes right here, this one is cooler in tone, this one has a little bit more warm tone. And then we have Glimmer and Goodnight. On this palette right here, we have a total of 7 matte shades. 2 are kind of like metallic with glitter, and then the shade Glimmer is more of like just, you know, full on metallic. It doesn't have as much glitter as this and this shade right here. I mean, so you can tell, a very neutral palette. I will have to say though, you will get quite a bit of fallout. I don't know if you can see right there, just from the swatches, there's quite a bit of fallout. I will have to say as well that the matte shades, they feel super buttery creamy, like beautiful, beautiful buttery creamy. And then as far as the eyeshadow pans, they are huge. I mean, if I compare it to say this soft glam one, you can tell that, I mean, the difference is huge. Each of these eyeshadows from Anastasia Beverly Hills, it's about 0.02 ounces, while the ones from Jamie, they are 0.11 ounces. So you get a huge amount of product. Okay friends, going into the highlighter, this is the Nova Glow highlighter in the shade Bijou. The shade is up here, and it has a 12-month shelf life, and this is an actual box. So when you take it out, I mean, very cohesive with the line, this leather-like covering with the plaque on the top. Then you have a little kind of glossy sticker on the back, and then as you open it up, you have a nice size mirror, and then here's the highlighter with the V emboss on the highlighter. There's the shade right there. It feels kind of creamy but very heavy, like it's not like, I mean, when I swatch it, you will see how heavy that is, but it's creamy though. Let's see upon application. Okay my friends, let's start with the eyeshadow look. Scott Barnes number 62 brush and the shade So Shy. With this shade, I'm just gonna go ahead and set my concealer. BK Beauty 202 brush and the shade Chow. And I'm gonna take this shade and apply it a little bit above the crease and my outer third too. Sigma E27 brush and the shade Cozy. And I'm going to take this shade and apply it on my outer V. And I'm going to blend it, and then I'm just going to position it on my crease. Sonia G Mini Booster and the shade Delicious. And I'm applying this shade on my outer V. With the same Sigma E27 brush that I used before, I'm going to go to the shade Cozy. I'm applying it from the inner third to the middle of my eyelid. Honestly, right there, I just have, you know, a really nice matte look. It looks really, really nice. Smith 253 brush and the shade Carrot. Okay, and I'm gonna apply it inner portion towards the middle of the eyelid. Having some fallout. I think I'm gonna use it with my finger. I'm gonna go to the shade Tea. And I'm going to apply it also with my finger right here. Refer to a brush and the shade Bath. And I'm applying this shade on my lower lash line. Sonia G Flat Definer and the shade Delicious. I'm taking this shade on my lower lash line too, but a little bit closer to the lashes. Sonia G Flat Definer and the shade Good Night. I'm gonna apply this black shade very close to my upper lash line and also on my lower lash line. Okay, I need to clean the fallout. I have plenty of fallout right here, so I'm just gonna be very careful. Okay friends, I just went ahead and applied some lashes on, a little bit of eyeliner on my waterline, and some mascara on my lower lashes. I will be leaving once again everything that is on my face today on the description box below for your convenience, but going into the highlighter right here. So I'm excited, but I'm a little bit nervous because it looks to be a very potent highlighter. So I think I'm gonna use a natural hair bristles to apply it, and I'm gonna go first with this Wayne Goss. This is from the Artist collection, and this is blue squirrel hair, so it will just give me the lightest application. Let's try with this tool first and then we'll see. By the way, if you're new here, I'm 40 years old, soon to be 41, and I do have fine lines. I do have, you know, signs of aging, so I like highlighters, but I don't like beaming highlighters or a big streak of a highlighter, so that's why I'm going with something that hopefully will give me a really nice soft application. This is how much the brush picked up. I'm just gonna tap off the excess and then let's go for it. Okay, see that the highlighter has a little bit of glitter in it. Very fine though. I'm gonna build on just a little bit more so you can see. But you know what? I feel that the highlighter is actually sitting on my skin and not really melting, you know, with the rest of the products on my skin. I think I'm gonna need to buff it. I'm gonna go back to the eyeshadow palette and I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade called Glimmer with Sigma E30 brush, and I'm applying it right on the inner corners, and with whatever is remaining I'm just gonna use it for my brow bone. Okay, and now let's go for the lipstick. The lipstick has a shelf life of 12 months. I got in the shade Coming in Hot, and this lipstick is on a matte formulation. So let me just show it to you really quick. So it has, I mean, a lot of people have compared it to, say, a Tom Ford, and if you know me, I have a big collection of Tom Ford. So here I have a Tom Ford lipstick. This one is a lot more weighty. This is very lightweight in comparison with Tom Ford. Tom Ford is a little bit larger. But definitely Tom Ford is a lot more heavy, more substantial. This one, I don't want to say it's flimsy because it's not flimsy, but it's not as heavy and as lax as, say, as a Tom Ford. Okay, so let's just take a quick peek closer. On the top you find engraved the letter V for Vieve, and then as you take it out, this is not let's see, this is magnetic. Yeah, this is magnetic. Okay, and then see, you have also Vieve right here in print on the bullet. Really nice shade. This is kind of more like a beige tone. Oh, I like it. It's not so cool tone. It's kind of like a warm beige. Really nice. It does have a very slight vanilla scent, which is really pleasant. Okay, let's first try it with no lip liner. Okay, very matte but creamy. Alright my friends, my makeup is done. I went ahead and removed the lipstick and reapply it, but first I lined it with this MAC lip pencil in the shade Cork. Again, all the products that I'm using today will be on the description box below. But going into my kind of like feedback, first impressions of these products, I will have to say overall on the products, I think there is a problem right here with quality control. I just think that Jamie, she just needs to revisit the labs or wherever they manufacture the packaging, because Like I was mentioning at the beginning of the video, I received my packaging from Cool Beauty in perfect condition, and yet there's a dent right here. It's nothing that really bothers me because it's not like a huge scratch. Not only that, we see one shade that, you know, has fallen completely. I mean, I can glue it, but this is something that they need to kind of like, you know, she needs to really be aware of those things. Also on the lipstick, if you see right here, part of the leather kind of paper that is wrapping it getting damaged, kind of like off a little, and that kind of like, you know, like cheapens out the product when I know her intention is obviously to have a beautiful product, and they look very, I mean, they are pleasing to the eye. They are very pretty. The packaging, I like the packaging. I think she just needs to kind of like check in on that quality control right there. Now let's go into each individual product. Starting with the eyeshadow palette. I mean, these eyeshadows are extremely creamy. I love the color story. I love the look that I was able to achieve with these. I will have to say though, if you are trying these products right here, first do your eyes, then do your whole face of makeup foundation, because otherwise you're gonna have a big old mess. I'm very gentle when I go with my brush on each of the eyeshadows, and I usually tap, and even then I had fallout. So that's what you will receive. Now from these two shades right here, my recommendation is to apply it with the fingers, just as I did today, because again, there's a lot of fallout. There's also a little trick. If you want to put just a little bit of glitter glue on your finger, like the slightest amount, and just like go like this, and then you tap it, and then you put it on your eyelids, that will help with any fallout, because these two shades right here, they do have glitter. They are not chunky glitter, but the glitter is there. It's not finely milled glitter either, so that's that. But overall, I'm super impressed, mostly with the matte shades, because they blend seamlessly. They are just so creamy. Kind of reminds me just a little bit to the matte formula from Natasha Denona, the creamy mattes, like how creamy they are. I mean, it has a lot of emollients in it. Now going really quick into the highlighter, honestly, I like the shade. This champagne shade is really pretty, but I don't like the formulation because it actually sits on the skin rather than blend in with the rest of your makeup, and therefore it doesn't look very natural. I think if you really want to support Jamie and you want to get the product, I will highly suggest to put it under your blush and go ahead and buff your face with a buffing brush. Let me just show to you, like this one right here from Sonia G. This is really good. You can just grab any type of finishing powder and then you just buff and buff and buff the entire makeup, and that will help a lot with, like I said, because otherwise the product seems like it's sitting on the face. It doesn't, you know, completely melt, which is really strange to me because I find that the formulation of this highlighter is on the creamy side, and I was hoping that, okay, it seems like it's beaming, but I hope that it will just blend in, but no, I mean, it just sits on the skin. And then as far as the lipstick goes, I know a lot of people had compared it, but in the good sense of the packaging, you know, from Tom Ford. Tom Ford is more luxurious. I'm not saying that this one is cheap, although I will have to say she needs to revisit quality control to make sure the packaging, I mean, is presented as the way that she wants it. But other than that, the lipstick formula, I mean, it's a matte formula. It goes matte. It's not super drying. I will have to say though, prep your lips really well because it tends to kind of settle just a little bit on the fine lines, and that's typical with matte shades. I will have to say it would have been really nice to see her coming out with some type of lip gloss, because I think lip gloss, it tends to, you know, just make it a little bit smoother. So I will have to say for being a matte, it's a comfortable matte, but just be aware of that, you know, you can emphasize just a little your fine lines. And this one is not the lightest shade. I think this was the third, you know, kind of like in the middle of the lightest, but I really love the color. I think it's really beautiful. I like how it looks. I'm sure it transferred. Let's see. Actually, it doesn't transfer that much. I mean, it transferred, but not that much. I mean, I still have it there, so that's a good sign right there. So mostly right now that we're wearing masks. Overall, the brand, I think it's a good brand. I think it's fairly solid. I wish to have tried the lip liner, but honestly, you know, I have a ton of lip liner, so I don't want to make excuses and excuses to keep buying stuff when I really don't need it. But I thought to just purchase those items that they were kind of like more of like the core items from her first launch. I'm sure the brand is gonna grow. She's gonna come out most likely with bronzers, blushes, glosses, and who knows what. But so far so good. I really like what I see. Yeah, I mean, like, the brand I think is solid, is up to a good start, and I'm just so happy that she decided to go for it and start her own cosmetics line. Okay, my friends, and now I would love to know from you, are you planning to pick up any of the products from Jamie, Genevieve, the Vieve brand, or have you already purchased something? Have you tried it? How are you liking it? What are your thoughts about it? I want to know from you. And while you're leaving your comment down below, I hope that you will consider and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and it will be lovely if you come and follow me on my Instagram so we can stay connected through there. Right there on my Instagram, I give you close-up images of the products that I'm reviewing, other products. I also keep you posted of the new makeup releases and much more. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share it with family and friends. Remember, I'm doing Vlogmas, so help me out right here. Give me that boost of like, hey, keep going, Jackeline. And thank you so much again for watching. Until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.